I think it went really well. It's a new meet, as we mentioned last week, and Friday night gives you an extra day of recovery heading into the league meet. So I think that's a pretty impactful thing. Some of our athletes were taking the weekend off, excuse me, because they already knew what they were going to be up to for this weekend. Resting the body, getting more recovery. And then some of them needed that extra push. I think a lot of times I encourage speed power athletes, runners, sprinters, jumpers, hurdlers, throwers, keep on competition. That every chance you have to compete is a chance to push your thresholds and get better. And so we had a lot of people do that, excuse me, and put themselves in a better spot going into this meet this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think a lot of us are really excited. For the underclassmen, it's their first chance to really compete in a championship setting. And then for the juniors and seniors, including myself, we haven't really ran in a championship since Indoor 2019. People are really excited to get back and compete against the best in the UAA.
I think generally we're all pretty excited about the meet. I know that since it's home this year, it gives a lot more people an opportunity to compete because we don't have to worry about traveling and stuff. And it just changes the energy a little bit because it's our track and we train there every day. So it's definitely really exciting for everyone. We've all worked so hard this year, and finally being able to get back and have a real season after the pandemic is really awesome. And everyone finally, gets to train and compete again and has been improving a lot. So I'm excited to see everyone compete.
With the meet itself, the UAA is always one of the premier conferences in the country, top to bottom, every event. But it's particularly ridiculous in the distance events, half mile and up. And it's particularly ridiculous on the women's side. And so there is a meet that is shaping up on the women's side at the top of the order between WashU and Chicago that is it's unbelievably close when you score it out on a performance list basis. And they're both ranked, I think, 4-5 in the nation right now, their women's programs. And so that's going to be an unbelievable thing to witness, as a track fan, as a coach. The thing I encourage with our athletes is that when you have the opportunity to compete against the best, it doesn't necessarily mean you go into it thinking you're going to play David and Goliath. They're the best chance you've had thus far to improve. They're your best chance to drag yourself to a new PR, school record, all those sort of things. So you really have to keep a little bit of a relative mindset about it going in. The thing I always tell my athletes is if you're going to get in a fight with a bully that's 6'4" and 350 pounds, you better make sure he remembers you. And so whatever that takes, make sure that they remember the fight. And so that's kind of the mentality I've always had about these kind of meets because they are so incredibly gifted at the top end of it. And on the men's side, same thing. There's some incredibly gifted people. I think there's a few races where to be all UAA, you should essentially need to be an All-American in terms of your times. And so it's a great meet. It's a great field. And they're great kids too. They're just like us at Case. There's an incredible level of respect for the sport and competition. And it's just a special thing to be a part of. I think everybody looks forward to it.